The man who needs no applause is already ahead of most people, because he is no longer living for the room. He is no longer waiting for permission. He is no longer asking the world to tell him that he matters. And once a man reaches that point, he becomes difficult to control. Most people are addicted to reaction. They want approval. They want recognition. They want someone to see what they are doing and confirm that it has value. But that kind of life is fragile. If your confidence depends on applause, then your peace depends on strangers. If your motivation depends on praise, then your discipline depends on mood. If your worth depends on attention, then your strength can disappear the moment the room goes silent. That is why needing applause is a weakness. It turns a man into a performer. He starts shaping his life around how it looks instead of what it is. He chooses image over substance, noise over depth, reaction over mastery. And the more he depends on outside approval, the less ownership he has over himself. A man should not need the crowd to feel real. He should not need constant validation to keep moving. He should not need applause to do what is right. The Stoic understands something different. He knows that the most important audience is not in the room. It is within him. His standard is not applause. His standard is character. Did I keep my word? Did I stay disciplined? Did I remain calm when I could have reacted? Did I do the work when nobody was watching? That is the real test. Not whether people cheered, not whether people noticed, not whether people understood. The Stoic moves according to principle, not performance. And that is why he becomes harder to break over time. The world rewards visible effort, but life rewards consistent effort. Applause is temporary. Character compounds. The man who needs attention is always exposed to the mood of the room. The man who does not need it can keep building in silence. He trains when nobody sees. He studies when nobody cares. He improves when nobody claps. And because of that, his life becomes stronger than his image. This is the difference between a performer and a builder. One wants to be admired. The other wants to become undeniable. If you want to become this kind of man, start by removing the need to be seen. Do one thing today that nobody will praise. Do one thing today that only your future will benefit from. Do one thing today that is valuable even if no one ever knows about it. That is how strength is built. Not in the spotlight, not in the comment section, not in the applause. It is built when you keep going without reward. It is built when you stay faithful without recognition. It is built when your habits become stronger than your ego. And the more you practice that, the freer you become. The man who needs no applause is free. He does not live for approval. He does not need to be celebrated to stay committed. He does not need the room to clap before he moves. He already knows who he is. He already knows what matters. He already knows what he must do. Stop chasing applause. Start building character. Because the strongest man in the room is often the one who does not need the room at all.